guys, so today I'm going to be talking about Lady and the Tramp. Lady and the Tramp is a great movie. I really enjoyed it. One thing I do have to say though is that it is really basic. So like the characters are like characters they've had in the past, but I think that really helps the film in some ways too. Because not every film needs to be very hard to be a good film. So I think this really shows that. I love the animation. The animation is great. The characters are wonderful. The spaghetti scene, spot on. Like I loved the movie. Some parts, but it was pretty a basic film. It's not my favorite, but it's by far not my least favorite film that we've watched so far. I really enjoyed it, but it's not my favorite. That's really what I mean. Yeah. That's really all I have to say about the review of the film. Yeah, that's really all. Let's get on to facts. Lady and the Tramp was made in 1955. The movie was made the same year as Disneyland opening. I thought that was a super cool fact because I love Disneyland so much. The first film was to ever be animated by Disney that was not an original storyline. So this might not be true for other people, but in my eyes it is. Some people say it's Dumbo, but Dumbo was based off a book. It was very different from the book. So, this Lady and the Tramp did not have any book, nothing. No play, no nothing. Connected. So I call it Lady and the Tramp it, but some people call it, say it's Dumbo. Yeah. Going with that, Ward Green wrote the novelization of the movie, and Walt asked him to release it earlier so that the public could be introduced to the characters and feel for them before the movie. Which they still do that. They did that with... I have the Mary Poppins Returns copy of the book, which they did that before the film came out. They did it with the Minions movie for Illumination. They did it with Grinch. They basically do it all with all films. And I know Grinch is Illuminations too. This is not about Lady and the Tramp at all, but if anyone says Minions or Shrek is a Disney movie, I am very sad. Because they're not. But now let's go back on to Lady and the Tramp. So they still do that kind of, they still make novelizations before the movie happens today, which I think is super cool. Peggy Lee voiced Peg the dog from The Pound, and also Cy and Ab the Siamese cats, and also wrote music for the film, which I think is all very, very cool. She did a lot for this film. Barbara Letty voiced Lady. The first part of the movie where Jim gives darling Lady in a box is something that Walt did to Lillian, and I think that's so sweet that they took a part that had actually happened to Walt and decided to put that in a film, and I think that it really shows that Walt put his heart and his passion into his films, and to me that shows that a lot of his outside life is in the films that he creates. So I just think that's super cool. The setting was based off Walt's hometown. Lots of dogs came to the studio for this film, so that they could animate dogs in a good way. Because I can't remember any other dogs before this, it being animated before this. No, that's not right. What was I thinking? Peter Pan has a dog in it. I was stupid. But they still had dogs there because dogs are the primary characters of these movies. So, but one animator, I don't know why I said animator really Ritherman brought rats to help him animate. The first Disney, and here's another fact, it was the first Disney movie to be made in CinemaScope widescreen, and because of this, there were many problems. One problem was because of this, instead of just having one character's face in there, they would need big backgrounds, and they would need multiple characters. Another problem they faced is they decided to do this halfway through production, so they needed to change their animation halfway through. And they also found out once they had everything done, all the hard work of animation was all the way done, that many theaters couldn't show their movie because of this. And because of that, they had to make another version. So it's just crazy. And at the time, it was made the most money since Snow White. So that's a lot of money, because Snow White, if you remember from my Snow White episode, that Snow White, it made so much money that it paid for the making of Pinocchio, which was a financial flop. So it didn't make much money. In Fantasia, which was a financial flop. So it paid for both of those movies. So, it was a lot of money. Walt didn't want, and this is a big part. Walt didn't want the spaghetti kiss scene in the movie. This big thing that is in all of these movies today. Just a few that I can think of. One is Flushed Away. There's Slugs that did that. That movie was not my favorite. What's another one? There has to be lots more that I'm just not thinking of. But there are so many different ways that people have put this scene into their films. And it's just a revolutionary scene of film and animation as a whole. I would probably say it's one of the most famous scenes in movie history. So I am very happy that they put that in the film and that Walt changed his mind. Yeah, so that's it for today. Like I said, I loved the film. I thought that the singing, I thought that the characters and the animation were all wonderful. I think that it's a simple film, but I think that really helps it, because it's just the life of two dogs and a dog going out with another dog that is astray and trying to understand a new way of life, and coming back to her old way of life and understanding how they're so different and how both are good ways of life for some people. But overall, everyone should try to family is most important, which is something I took away from the film, is that family is most important out of everything. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to give it a thumbs up if you did. Make sure to go subscribe for the next Disney Adventure episode. We do lots of Disney, gaming. We sometimes do a little musical theater. Like, we do a lot of different stuff. We review a lot. We do quizzes on all my Disney. And we do a lot of Wii games, too. So, it's just a fun thing. If you guys enjoy these videos, we make so many videos like this. So, make sure to subscribe. And, yeah. Oh, we also react to things sometimes. But, that's it for the video. I hope you are having a wonderful day. And stay safe. Bye.